International with many free events on too. As part of the festival, a group of primary school students from Coop Academy Brownhill have been having workshops with local poet Dan Ingram-Brown, and they've created some amazing poetry. I'd like to introduce you to, and you can all say hello when I say your name, Asia.
Hi.
Rihanna.
Hi.
And Solar.
Hello.
From the school. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Asia, I'll start with you. Did you always like poetry, or is this something new to you?
This is something new to me.
Right.
I used to write a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Poems or just stories? Yeah? And do you enjoy doing poetry?
Sometimes when I'm bored.
Right. It's good when you're bored, isn't it, to do something like that? It's
Yeah.
interesting. What have you enjoyed, Rihanna, about doing the poetry?
I mean, I enjoyed like when people gave each other ideas and like writing stuff down and like doing like poems, like reading out to each other.
Very good. What have you learned doing this, Solar?
I've learned how to combine like different ideas to make one long story, and it's like better than doing nothing.
What do you enjoy doing the most, the writing or the reading of the poetry?
Reading all the poetry.
Right, very good. You might be able to do this job when you're older then if you like doing that. Tell me about space, because it's been to do with space, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Has that been the theme?
Yeah.
What's the Trojan planet? Can anybody remember what the Trojan planet's about?
So it's basically a planet that we didn't know where we were going to. We had to go there. We were given gifts and things to citizens. We've been introduced to them. For 10 years, we've been stuck on a space rocket, and then at the end, we finally knew, like, we've been betrayed, and we had to destroy the planet without knowing. And we
Goodness
felt
me.
regret.
Right. And this was all letting your imagination run riot in a way, was it? You were allowed to imagine and do what you wanted, Rihanna, in a way, were you?
Yeah.
Right, very good. What was Dan? Tell me about Dan.
Dan, so Dan is an author. He writes books. He told us when we went to the club, he told us that he wrote several books. He wrote 4 books. One that took him 4 years, one that took him 3, one that took him 2, and then 1 year. That's all 4 books, and he's maybe planning to like write a new one, like another book.
Goodness me, they take a long time to write, don't they?
Yeah, some of them has like 200 pages, some has 300, some has 100.
Right, amazing. What did you learn about poetry from Dan, Asia?
I've learned that not like all poems have to like rhyme.
Well, he taught you how to do a lot of good poetry, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wrote stuff in our books that our head teacher ordered.
Right, very good. Do you think you're going to continue writing poetry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah? Very nice. And are you looking forward to doing a little bit more poetry in the future? Because you're all at the end of your school years, aren't you?
Yeah, 1 week left.
Right. What's better, the holidays or school?
Holiday.
Holiday.
Are you looking forward to finishing for the summer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. You're allowed to smile when you talk about the summer holidays. It's okay. We won't tell your teachers. Thank you for coming in to talk about the Contain Strong Language Festival and telling us what you did at the Coop Academy Brownhill. Thank you for joining us, Asia, Rihanna and Solar. Will you say goodbye to everybody listening on BBC Radio Leeds for me?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And because you did that so well, we'll hear one of the poems next.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. If you feel like that's what you want to do.
Pharrell Williams and Happy on BBC Radio Leeds. Now, before that, we were hearing from some of the primary school students from Coop Academy Brownhill. They've been having workshops with a local poet, Dan Ingram-Brown. It's all looking ahead to the BBC's Contains Strong Language Festival coming to Leeds from the 21st to the 24th of September. They've created some amazing poetry. Have a little bit of a listen to to a performance of some of that.
This is a shared poem. In 2033, the world will be a futuristic city.
There will be flying cars, UFOs, weapons sharper than swords and thinner than strands of hair, new mythical creatures like the Linga.
We will be able to teleport.
In 2033, robots will be everywhere, planning to take over for eternity.
The earth will be warmer.
Buildings will have cracked.
The world will have no north or south pole.
The ocean will be gone like the ice.
Dogs will be in zoos.
Cats will love the water.
More animals will be extinct.
The Earth will no longer have plant life.
In 2033, Jupiter won't be a planet.
The Earth will melt and we will have to live on Mars.
The world won't be a place anymore.
We will live in a galaxy called Chocolate Wop.
In 2033, the world will be full of machines.
Reversing global warming.
The BBC's Contain Strong Language Festival in Leeds, 21st to 24th of September, and much more on that on BBC Radio Leeds as we head closer towards it. There we go, some of the students from the Co-op Academy Brownhill on BBC Radio Leeds.